Hello, everyone, and welcome. Kara Melendi here, helping you co-create magic with the universe. And today I'm taking a look at Jupiter retrograde, which is happening over the next 4 months, and giving you some guidance from the Akashic records as well as from an astrological perspective on how you can manifest with this energy and some of the themes that may be coming through for you and how to really work with that and manifesting your goals, stepping into your power, because I absolutely love the energy that Jupiter embodies. It's all about freedom, which is my #1 value. Freedom, abundance, expansion, creating momentum in your life. All the things I love: travel, seeking out higher consciousness, higher purpose, higher truth, and all of that is coming into focus over the next 4 months while Jupiter retrogrades. Hi Pam, how are you? Definitely let me know you can see and hear me okay. I started to do this video before and I just got cut off suddenly. The video ended. I'm like, oh my goodness, is this gonna work or what? I really want to share this information. Hi Lori, how are you? Shauna, Shelly, say hi as you jump in, and feel free to share with me below, either through a comment, a word, an emoji, how you want to feel throughout this Jupiter retrograde. Because what I really believe, and even as someone who works with astrology, it's not like our fate is determined by what's happening in the cosmos, or because a planet goes retrograde that it's going to look the same for every single person. We get to co-create by working with this energy, and it can certainly help to know what's going on because we are all connected. So these changes, these cycles, they happen within us as well, right? It's not just outside of us, it's within us. So it's really cool to kind of look at these changes and see how we want to create with it, to really say, these are my intentions for the Jupiter retrograde. This is how I want to feel, because retrogrades really do signal that opportunity to go inward a little bit more, to reflect a little bit more. And each retrograde is different, and this is for all the planets, right? It's not like every time Jupiter retrogrades the same themes are going to emerge. It always looks a little bit different. Now, having said that, at the core, I always love to see Jupiter retrograde as that important reminder that we create our own good fortune, we create our own luck, because Jupiter embodies the energy of good fortune. So when it retrogrades, it's like going within and looking at, how am I creating my own good fortune? What is the role that I'm playing to create the results that I'm getting in my life, and being able to explore that a little bit more. So we'll look at that today. Shauna's doing good. Awesome. Love that you're here live. Wanda, Nikki, Drew, hello. Drew's saying a weather storm where you are. You know what? We had snow yesterday where I am. Isn't that crazy? I can't even believe it. Snow in April, and then it's beautiful again today. It's like these crazy weather patterns. Oh, it's insane. I'm so ready for the sun and warmth and nice weather. So if you're just joining in now, feel free to share and claim how you want to feel with this Jupiter retrograde. And again, it's working with themes of abundance. So maybe you're claiming, I'm ready to step in and activate deeper levels of abundance within myself, to appreciate all the ways that I am already abundant, to step into deeper levels of freedom in your life. Maybe it's claiming more adventure and exploration, because another thing that Jupiter really teaches us, and I think it's important to look at through the retrograde cycle, is, you know that saying, the grass is always greener on the other side? So sometimes that can be attributed to the energy of Jupiter, because it's always looking for the next adventure. It's always looking for what's next. And I think we really have to appreciate where we are and realize that we can bring the sense of adventure where we are. We can claim that now. It happens within us. So it's this energy of being grateful for where I am, being grateful for all the blessings in my life, and at the same time, I'm ready for what is next. I'm ready for what's coming. Hi, Tony. How are you? Welcome. And Stephanie's here too. Hello, Nikki. Okay, so another really big thing to kind of look at around this Jupiter retrograde is really connecting to your core belief system, because it's through our core belief system that really determines the energy that we're putting out into the world. Like each belief has its own energy, it has its own frequency. And I remember learning about this in grad school, and it was just like, many people I think are stepping into that now, and I think it's amazing, right? That we are realizing the power we hold by the beliefs that we think. Like that's incredible, right? So, but I remember first learning that and just being blown away, thinking and knowing that my whole life can now change because I know this key. I know that through releasing beliefs that aren't serving me, that aren't working for me, and replacing them with different ones, how I feel will change, what I attract will change. I think it's one of those things, it's like so important when it comes to our manifesting and what we're creating in our life, but we sometimes forget, or we're sometimes too lazy, or we're not willing to do the work of kind of digging deep and looking at what those core beliefs are. So while Jupiter is retrograding, I mean, you can do this anytime, but it's just really fun to, again, look at these cosmic themes and see how they're playing out in your life and be supported by the universe. So take a look at what your core belief systems are that are governing your life, and look at what belief systems you want to call in to support you in creating the life that you want, and really claim that, really choose how you want to feel, how you want to show up. And it can be super helpful to even journal that out, like actually write it down. I'm choosing to believe that I'm abundant. I'm choosing to believe I attract supportive, positive relationships. I'm choosing to believe I attract financial abundance with ease. I attract loving relationships. It's easy for me to take inspired action and make a difference in the world. Like actually write that out and say it out loud and really claim it. Because it's, you know, this energy right now, what's happening in the cosmos is teaching us the power that we have to do that. Hi, Allie. How are you, beautiful? John is so ready and excited. I love this. Nikki, embracing new energy. Yeah. It feels so good to do that, right? Like one of my favorite mantras is, as I release those things that no longer serve me, I create space for a new experience. Because it's that constant process of like letting go of what isn't working in my life so I can create space for the new to flow in. So another theme that really comes up with the Jupiter energy is looking at your higher purpose, your higher calling. And I've really seen this come up lately in so many of the astrology readings I'm doing, the Akashic readings I'm doing, where so many people are feeling like they're realigning with what their soul is here to do this lifetime. And often that's meaning a change in their career path, a change in what they're focusing on in their business. But I'm feeling this in the collective, this realignment to the message I'm here to share, what I'm here to do, and stepping into that in such an authentic way and just really feeling courageous and owning that. And Aries season overall helps us do that, right? It really helps us like step up and claim that, okay, I've got to step in my power. I have to be that leader and really do my part, right? Take the initiative to get the results that I want. So this concept of our higher purpose and our soul calling really comes into play with this energy as well. And it's just really feeling into, it's not even something that you overthink. It's something that you kind of just know intuitively on a deep level. Like, what is my soul here to share with the world? And it's also often through our life experiences. Like, it's often through the challenges that we go through in our life that we then want to share with other people what we have learned and inspired them. So it's also trusting that we all have something, right? Really important to contribute, to share, to give back to the world, and use this time of Jupiter retrograding to really connect with that deeply within you and claim that it's time to step into that higher purpose, that higher calling. Jupiter really embodies that in a beautiful way. It rules over the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. So again, think like that adventurous, warrior, courageous, higher purpose, higher calling type energy. It's really beautiful. Lamorla riding the waves, love it. Oh, thank you, Tony, for your support. Okay, so the day Jupiter went retrograde yesterday, you may be watching this at a later date. It's fine, it's retrograde for the next 4 months, so we're working with this energy, but on the day that it went retrograde, there was actually some really powerful alignments happening in the cosmos, one being this meetup with Venus and Neptune in the sign of Pisces. And I bring this up because I know a lot of us are still working in this energy of trying to bring about some clarity in our life. When we're working with like this Pisces energy, sometimes it can feel a little hazy. It's like we don't have all the details we would like in order to move forward, or it's like this feeling of we're walking through the fog. And I know a lot of us are feeling that, and it's like this, that's the strong Neptune presence that we're having this year, and that, you know, was kind of that signature mark as Jupiter went retrograde as well. So let me know if people are kind of relating to that. Ashley, sneaking to listen at work. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, you're welcome, Ashley. Thank you for your appreciation. Yeah, so we're working through like this energy where we're still being asked to fully trust in the universe, to surrender and trust the process. And I know I've mentioned this in all my videos, but it's still a theme that's coming up so strongly, to trust even when we don't know all the details and we're not exactly sure how it is going to all play out. We're still working with a lot of that energy of how can I just trust? How can I surrender? And it can be a little frustrating, right? If we're somebody who wants to know the plan, we want the step-by-step plan, we want to have the clarity. And you know, this is an important lesson from the cosmos, though, to really learn to trust our intuition and where it's leading us, and to be okay, to still feel safe, to still feel comfortable, even if we don't know how it is going to all play out. It's learning to trust ourselves, right? And it's a powerful practice. It's a powerful practice for sure. And while Jupiter's retrograding over the next 4 months, we're still working in that energy as well, right? It's like, it really is this internalized focus of getting really strong in who we are, what we believe in, the energy we choose to step into and embody, and know and trust that that can make a difference in the world, right? It's like recognizing I'm enough, what I choose is enough. It's just these beautiful themes. So say hi if you're just jumping in now. Welcome. I also want to share with you that I've opened up the doors to my Goddess Sisterhood as well, where it's all about learning to co-create with the universe. So you get weekly astrology guidance in advance. You also learn how to open and explore your Akashic records. So really working with your unique energy signature, your unique journey of the soul. So that is open. Send me a message if you want to get more details on that and how it can serve you on really stepping up into your higher purpose, stepping up and claiming your unique soul gifts and awakening to your intuition. We work on all of that stuff as part of the Goddess Sisterhood. And that's something just to be aware of over the next 4 months too, because I can share what's kind of happening in the cosmos and like looking at this energy, but it's also like a unique storyline that's unfolding for each of us as well, because Jupiter retrograding is affecting each of our charts a little bit differently. So I would even really just like be the observer and take a look at what you're experiencing over these next 4 months, if you're noticing these shifts in energy, because often when we are very sensitive, right, we feel energy intuitively, and we know when these shifts are happening. Like I did a post on the retrograde yesterday and got so many people commenting underneath or messaging or sharing in my Facebook group how they like felt this shift happening. Like they felt that shift internally of like something was changing in their life. They were called to step onto a new path. They were called even more deeply to connect to where their soul is guiding them. And it's so cool because I love to share the astrology behind it. But we often know intuitively as well. Like we feel it intuitively, and then hearing the astrology helps us to put like all these pieces together. Hi Megan, how are you? Hi Debbie, welcome. Susan Michelle, hello. So another thing I really want to share around this, because I associate Jupiter with freedom as well. And I don't know about you, but freedom has always been like a top value for me. It's like, even as a kid, I think I would rebel a lot if I felt like someone was trying to control me or I had to follow a set of rules. Like I just have this thing around freedom. And then of course I'm an entrepreneur, right? It's like, don't tell me what to do. I have my own guidance. I'll do it my way. And then as I got older, of course, I gained like a deeper understanding of what true freedom means. And these themes are really emerging through the retrograde as well. So what I really discovered with freedom and stepping into that energy of freedom, a lot of it is also a releasing process, in the sense of releasing the things that make us feel constrained. releasing like judgment of others, judgment of self, practicing forgiveness, releasing comparison. It's like all these things I realize when I release and let go of these things that just feel so off, right? They feel off, they lower our vibration. I step into greater levels of freedom. So it kind of goes back to this whole idea of it's like a releasing to then welcome in the new. And really just take a look at that throughout this retrograde as well. What do you need to release, or what are you being called to release and let go of to step into greater levels of freedom in your life? Because often we look externally, right? Sean is saying, yes, me too. I had freedom tattooed on the inside of my wrist. That's right. I love that. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Shauna, always for me, just this thing around freedom. I've got to feel free. Hi, Danielle. Hello, beautiful. I think a lot of us feel that, right? Like because we know we're meant to feel free. We know we're not meant to be constricted by these rules and regulations. And it's, yeah, like what I want to say around that too is, you know, sometimes, and I used to feel that it was this way too. It's like for me to be free, right? It's not to be confined by like a 9-to-5 job or to have somebody tell me how I spend my day. And it's still all of those things for me in very practical ways. But when I dig a little bit deeper, again, it's like emotional freedom is what I think many of us are really seeking, right? It's like the freedom to fully be ourselves, to fully claim what we want out of life. And that is a releasing. It's a letting go of those things that weigh us down and keep us from really just stepping into what we're here to do. So if you're working with some of those themes around this retrograde, it can really shift for you because Jupiter, so just to explain this a little bit too, there's Jupiter in the sense of like what's currently happening, right? And that's what I'm kind of looking at today, like the transit. And then at the time of your birth, we all have a unique birth chart, a unique soul blueprint. Jupiter is in a place in your chart as well that it was at the time of your birth. And that really shows where you expand, where you grow, where you attract good fortune, where you attract this sense of freedom. So we all have that in a certain place in our life as well. Debbie's saying that's so me. Yes. I think I attract a lot of women in that have that same value of just, you know, feeling free. And I think that comes with just knowing, you know, we came into this physical body, we came here on planet Earth to share something really special and important, and that the best thing to do is follow our inner guidance system, because that's going to lead us to what we need to fulfill our life path and our life journey. So yes, themes of freedom, themes of higher purpose coming in, and abundance. I don't think I touched on that too much, but Jupiter definitely relates to abundance in all of its forms. So financial abundance, and abundance of time, and abundance of energy. Even deeper than that, I think Jupiter embodies that energy, that who we are at our core really is abundance. And that's something to really like appreciate and feel into, and that will change how you attract abundance in all of its forms. When you start to see that it's something I attract, but deeper than that, it emerges from within me. It is who I am at my core. So it's almost like the same with the freedom practice, where you're looking at what do I need to release to step into deeper levels of freedom. The same with abundance. What beliefs am I holding on to that I need to let go of and I need to release to truly allow that abundance, that feeling of expansiveness to emerge within me? And if you're doing that internal work, that internal reflecting around this retrograde, of course at any time, but right now is a really powerful time for that. All right, so let me know if you have questions around this. Questions, thoughts, comments. Hi, Wendy. Spiritual GPS. Yes, I love how Abraham Hicks, I came across her work years ago, right? And it just influenced so much for me. It's like that internal guidance system, she calls it, or our inner being. I often refer to it now after going through studies in the Akashic Records. Like, I like to see it as my higher self, that part of me that is just purely connected into love and to my soul purpose and doesn't have like the ego attached to it, right? So it can be that pure channel for what is right for me. All right, so yes, let me know if you have any questions, any comments. Even if you're on the replay, I'll be checking back in. And if you are interested in the Goddess Sisterhood, I have the doors open for a few more days. And it's all about the topics that we touched on today, but going even deeper. And really, I hold that space for you to connect to your unique journey of the soul, your unique divine soul blueprint, and what you're here to step into, what you're here to give back to the world, and learning how to work with your higher self and cosmic energy to manifest whatever it is you desire, because you're powerful and the universe wants to support you. It wants to work and flow through you. So just send me a message if you want the details on how that can support you. Wendy, I can give you the details on that. So this is my Goddess Sisterhood group, and yes, it's open for a few more days, welcoming in new incredible women. And yeah, it's all about unleashing your soul gifts, further stepping into your intuitive powers, your unique manifesting abilities. It's so much fun and just an amazing space, amazing group of women in there. All right, so thanks for hanging out. Enjoy this Jupiter retrograde and take some time to set your intentions. I know I said this at the start as well, but I would encourage you really set your intentions around what you're attracting, what you want to draw in, how you want to experience this Jupiter retrograde. And I hope some of the themes that I covered today will really give you guidance on how to do that, some of the themes to really focus on. All right, sending so much love and light. Thank you for all the love and the hearts. I appreciate you all so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.